put my old man specs right there because we don't go down. We're live.
Welcome once again, boys and girls. It's K&E Hour one more time. That's K.
That's it. You did that shit backwards
We
on me.
sprung it on you. Let's see who's paying attention. Hey, tonight's going to be a good show.
Talk to me.
First off, hit that subscribe button.
And the little bell next to it so you always know it. Don't forget to hit like either.
We like to be liked.
We like to be liked.
But tonight we got a good show going.
All right, tell me about it.
It's kind of got a little theme.
All right, it's the bunny house, the bunny ranch.
The bunny ranch would be cool. But no, we're going to talk tonight about that new movie, Cocaine Bear.
That was good. I've actually watched it.
I have not got to see it, so we're going to let him tell us some funny parts about it.
No spoilers.
And we're also going to talk about that new horror slasher movie, Winnie the Pooh, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Good job.
And then we're going to recap a little bit about last week's Bear Challenge, because there were some issues there. Some people hit me up about stuff that kind of went wrong.
So apparently we are bear themed.
We are Bear themed.
All right.
And we will still have Kyle's weird tidbits of strange ass news that he spilled out of thin air.
So I will follow up the bear themed show with talking about world class chess. How's that for staying in theme?
That went like we were here and then it went here.
Kind of like your, it was either Arkansas or maybe Italy.
I like to jump around a little. So let's get to the show.
All right. Well, let me get my chat pulled up over here because I did not do that. And we've already got somebody saying what's going on, y'all.
Shout out there, Darren Mitchell. Cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for coming to watch.
Cheers to you. Glad to see you. Well, we have got way more than an hour's worth of stuff to talk about. So let's just jump right in.
You know how goofy we are out there. We'll probably talk about something. We might even talk about haunted houses. We don't know. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, that new movie that's come out, The Cocaine Bear.
Yes, that was hilarious. I mean, I'm going to let you hit your points. Don't get me wrong. But now, it's completely stupid. But every once in a while, you like a movie that don't require any thoughts. You don't have to, sit back and wonder what's the plot. Ooh, is that a twist?
I think the title tells you exactly what it is. It's a bear.
It's a bear. Yeah, it's completely stupid, but it was hilarious. I laughed from beginning to end.
Drugs and wild animals. I'm all in. I'm buying that ticket.
So was that bear.
Well, the thing about that bear that I want to hit on is that this was inspired by true events.
Yes.
All right. Now, this really happened way back in the day, but it happened a long time ago. It happened back when we was in high school.
All right, tell our age here. We was in high school.
Back in 85 is when this bear actually did this. And it was a what was his name? Andrew Thornton he was a narcotics cop. And then he got busted for doing illegal drug runs and stuff like that. So then he quit the force after going to prison, which was forced upon him. Right. You got to leave, that kind of thing. So he got arrested for being, a dirty cop.
Right.
And then once he got out of prison, he became a drug mule for the cartels down there. So this happened back in 1985. It was all over the news when this went on. He had a little airplane. He'd hit from Mexico or wherever they came from. He would fly over international waters over the Gulf of Mexico right there around Texas, come over, and he would just shoot the duffel bags of drugs out over places where all the dealers would pick it up and then they would go spread it out. So he made a lot. But his plane fouled up on him. His plane fouled up and it was time to get out of the plane. So he takes one last duffel bag and a parachute and attempts to jump out of this plane. All right, when he jumps out, something goes awry. He hits his head, does something.
Right.
Something messed him up. He jumped out of that plane. He was pretty much already knocked out or dead. Maybe snapped that neck or something. So the only thing that really floated him was his emergency chute was floating out of the bag.
Yeah.
Or out of his parachute sack. That's how they float out there. That's how it goes on in history, man. I mean,
great graphics there, but so he didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
Okay.
Which was funny because he ended up like in somewhere in Tennessee and he landed in somebody's driveway and he was dead. You know, it was an amazing story. But the bags that went out, now he actually died and perished in Tennessee.
Yeah.
But the bear where this actually happened was in Georgia. So he dropped bags over the Georgia area, and this is where the bear got a hold to the bags. And this is intense. And the bear, I don't know how the movie went. I mean, how did it say the bear got a hold to the drugs in there?
Actually, so far, you're right on point.
Oh, is it telling it? Okay, because
like
I haven't
said,
got to see the movie yet.
I'm not going to say a lot. I don't want to be the spoiler if anybody's going to go watch it. But I mean, yeah, it didn't give the lead up of him being a cop. But I mean, in the movie, he's chunking bags out. He goes jump out of the plane, knocks himself unconscious in the process. And I don't know if it ever even said where this took place at, but yeah, you know, pretty much exactly like you explained it. He threw some drugs out and a bear found them. And, well, I think in real life, I think the bear, didn't you tell me, just kind of went nuts and went off and died? Yeah.
Well, we probably ate shit right there in that little area.
Yeah.
Well, the actual bear it's a stuffed, you can see this actual bear. It's a 175-pound black bear. And it is actually in the Kentucky Mall. And this is where the actual bear, and it says cocaine bear on the thing, because I've seen that. And remember, I lived up there in them hills. You know, but that bear is actually up there, and you can actually, it's stuffed and all that. And the actual bear is there at the museum there at the Kentucky Mall. And it's pretty intense. 175 pounds is not that big a bear.
No, but I mean, you get him hyped up on cocaine. I don't want to wrestle him.
It's still a tall bear, but he's really lean because he's out in the wilderness. You know, he's not a hand-fed bear. You know, he was starving because he ate some cocaine.
Well, when you've been on cocaine for a little while, you start losing weight anyway because you don't take time to eat. You're just doing the cocaine.
Right. But I don't know how the movie portrayed what happened to him. I've seen some commercials.
Yeah.
And but when they found this bear dead in Georgia, he was laying right there, and he had 40 open plastic containers of drugs around him. 40 containers of 40 plastic containers of drugs. These things were like big old water coolers, you know, like a igloo jug. He had 40 of those, and they were all open. And he had a party. Now he didn't take off and shoot through the woods or nothing like that. His ass was just like a Pomeranian. He was shaking and vibrating, peeing all over everything. He probably drive up some trees.
He just partied like, 1999. But I mean, once again, I don't want to say too much because, people get mad when you spoil movies. But,
well, you can always do a cliffhanger. You can tell the funny part of the movie.
Well, I was getting there until you interrupted me.
I interrupted.
But, this bear, I guess they wanted to keep the feel-good moment, but, this bear just basically kind of partied.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, got me some coke in me. I'm feeling good until the coke came down. He came down off the coke. Well, now the bear's addicted.
Oh, so he's hunting more.
Right. And it's showing all the, this hiker over here found the cocaine. Oh my God. So now he has cocaine. The bear can smell it. So, the bear's hunting down him. And then somebody had hid some cocaine and went back to get it. And the bear is, like standing there. Nah.
This man. Finders keepers, bitch. That's how it rolls around.
Right.
But yeah, in the original though, he ate all this cocaine, these 40 tubes of cocaine, and it just like such intense. A bear's first time on drugs is not gonna, because that's a story I always heard, that if you do cocaine the first time, if you survive it, you'll be hooked.
Oh hell.
The bear did not survive.
Well,
he was not able to become hooked on the cocaine.
Well, that's never anything I've been interested in, but
I've never been a druggie.
no, yeah, we've all tried.
I might have dabbled.
We've all tried all the kind, everything out there you could try while we was growing up. I'm just saying I never landed on anything.
Yeah, I didn't.
I decided I'd be an alcoholic. It's a lot cheaper than cocaine.
It is a lot cheaper. The DUIs suck. Those suck ass. That's what I know. Those tickets, they suck. They suck the balls.
Dustin joined us saying,
What's up,
"What's
Dustin?
up?"
Glad to see you out there, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
That's right.
But it's a pretty intense little thing. I know there's a good story in it. I know there's one good funny ass moment to tell on that bear story.
All right. Well, the funniest part of that bear story has nothing to do with that damn bear.
Oh yeah,
right. You got this game warden chick, because this is like at a state park or something. I don't know. You got this game warden chick.
Yeah.
And she's, nothing attractive about this lady whatsoever. But she struts her stuff trying to turn on this other game warden dude over there.
Chicks.
Once this bear actually comes into play up there, this game warden bitch goes through more hell than you could possibly imagine. And, okay, spoiler alert, she does not make it she makes it to the end of the movie. But she has had her ass ripped open by the bear, and somebody done popped her in the head, and the ambulances come and pick her up, and it shows that big wide ass with them bear marks running down it. The ambulance picks her up, but they grab the red bag because it looks just like their red bag.
Oh.
So they grab the cocaine and put it in the back of the ambulance. Well, they don't even get the doors shut or nothing, and the bear is coming to the ambulance. And so they take off. They're going down the road. The bear is trying to jump in the ambulance because it wants its cocaine back. This chick comes out, stretcher and all, rolls, and it shows her face to plant on the road and slide. So after that moment, you kind of forget about the game warden lady. And then the very last damn scene of the movie, the mama and children who survived, because somebody always survived. That's not a spoiler alert.
It's always a survivor.
They're walking down the road, and you see the mama with two kids going, "Oh, y'all don't look at this," as they go around, and it's still that damn board laying upside down, attached to the stretcher in the middle of the damn road. You see a cop car drive around her and keep going. It's like
nobody gives a rat's ass.
Nobody gives a damn about this chick.
I definitely got to watch that movie.
Oh shit!
I think it'd be pretty damn hilarious.
Highly recommended.
I say drink it with a beer or a bowl. Either one. That's up to y'all. If you're pretty, energetic stuff, do both.
Both, yeah.
Whatever, bitchy. Dabble one way or the other. But yeah, that's oh man, I'm definitely going to have to watch that. But yeah, you can also look it up, man. It's in that Kentucky Mall. They'll tell you the story about it.
Oh heck, yeah.
It didn't actually kill anybody in the real life thing. There was no dead bodies laying
right
or anything like that. The chick on the board, she made it, in the real life one.
Right.
But it was pretty cool.
Well, this lady didn't make it at all.
Yeah, poor thing. Hats off to her.
She got paid.
Yeah, she got them monies. Speaking of money, man, if anybody's in our neck of the woods, don't forget there's $1 million ticket in our town that they're trying to get people to come claim. You got till April 4th to do it.
Oh wow!
It's worth $1 million. They had all four numbers, but not the Powerball. And it's whoever it was at the Tiger Mark. So if it's any of y'all and you hear about this from us,
we want to
see me. If I see somebody walking around in a mink coat tomorrow, I'm gonna be really upset. But yeah, on the lottery, because I can't hit that shit.
No, I can't even hit a damn scratch off.
But I wonder how much cocaine that bear actually ate out of those 42. I mean, do you think each tube was probably a kilo? Maybe?
Probably, but he probably spread more around
Yeah.
in the woods than he did actually eat.
Yeah. Well, they say they cut it with stuff,
Yeah.
And I've heard that there's a sweetener in it to make it more addicting.
All right, which made it addicting to the bear.
So the bear got 40 tubes of some good sweeteners.
Or either that or he's just that damn hungry.
Oh yeah, the woods, powdered donuts.
Yeah.
Down there, where look, I got the powder. I don't need the carbs.
Exactly. That's how I'm keeping my sweet bear figure here.
Right.
Yeah.
All the guilt and none of the carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like that.
But I mean, just my thoughts would be that he probably shook that shit everywhere.
Oh, he probably did.
All over the woods. But I mean, he got enough.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously enough to kill him.
I wonder what those last few minutes were like, man. Did he just lay there and just like touch his face like, oh, I'm a pretty bear. I'm a pretty bear.
That's exactly how I see it, like a Cheech and Chong movie. He's just laid back like, whoa.
Like old cop that turned into a lizard at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's a good shit, man.
Game warden walks by and the bear's back there like, I know that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like after they found the dude, it was like when they started tracing his trail of the dropped goods, it was like 3 months after him dying that they actually found the bear with the 40 tubes around him.
Baby laxative is a popular cutting agent. I've heard.
Chocolatey. Oh. Wouldn't laxative be chocolatey?
Well, hell, I don't know.
What does a baby laxative taste like? It's got to be sweet for a baby to take it.
I don't know. I thought you put it in the other end.
That's misleading evidence there, Dustin. Well, no, shouldn't you ingest it? A baby laxative?
I don't know.
Well, I don't either. I'm 54 years old. My laxatives come in, like stool softener or something.
And when I had babies, they had
Who said that shit?
when I had babies, they had no problem shitting. I mean, they did it too much, We wasn't giving them anything to help them do it.
Just shitting everywhere.
Right.
But yeah, I guess baby laxative would, we'll have to look that up. Does anybody know? Is it sweet? Has it got a sweetener in it? Anybody? But something had to be sweet in it for that.
Right.
For that bear to just could not put it down.
Yeah.
Because if it's just straight cocaine, what's cocaine? Doesn't it come out of a cocoa bean?
Yeah. Hence the name cocaine.
Science, y'all. Y'all learning shit today. That's funny, Bubba. You should have laughed at that. Anyways. But yeah, that was just intense. I'd just like to know what the fuck that bear was doing. The hot chocolate one. You threw me off, man. But anyways, we're on a bear theme.
We're on a bear theme. So moving on, what's the next bear theme of the night?
Talking about movies with bears in them.
All right.
And not Smokey the Bear. We're talking about real bears or made up bears, whichever. But there is a movie out. And it is a horror slasher gory film. And it's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
All right. I have not seen this one.
I've seen the trailer, and I've read up on it, and it's a pretty intense little thing because it's Winnie the Pooh, man. It's everybody's childhood story. You know? I mean,
I'm Christopher Robbins.
He was English.
Yeah.
But, it's the premise of the story kind of the movie is Will Robinson grows up and he goes to college and he's gone for like 5 years. All right. For college.
Right.
But he had befriended Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Rabbit, Al, Eeyore, and Roo and some others. But the storyline kind of bases the fact that when he left, he was feeding these animals, talking to them, hey, here's some honey for you, here's carrots for you, here's a little lettuce for you, and this and that. And they were used to being hand-fed by the human, So he left, and after a while, they didn't know how to fend for themselves. So they returned to being feral and wild.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where we're going to talk about this more, but it gets to the point where they no longer know what to do to feed themselves, and they turn on Eeyore.
Oh, yeah.
They kill and eat Eeyore.
Wasn't Eeyore the one that just moped around all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll give them that. That's the first one I would have killed.
Yeah, that mopey son of a bitch would just have to go. You marching my mellow, man.
Exactly.
We trying to live.
Especially if Pooh was with the cocaine bear,
Yeah, because they're really bears and drug addicts.
Dude, your heart should be.
You're really messing with my zen, man. But they turn on Eeyore, they kill him,
right,
and they eat him because they're trying to survive, And they, at that point, they vow to never speak again, and they turn their backs on humanity. And it's like humans come along, we're going to eat that shit.
Right.
That's how it goes. But it's a Winnie the Pooh movie,
right?
That's now owned by Disney, so they had to go through some stuff to make this happen. Because you just can't throw Disney out there maiming and killing. Woody Woodpecker can't be out there ripping throats.
Right, although that'd be a good movie too.
Damn Stippy. Woody the Woodpecker. How about cocaine Woody Woodpecker?
Right.
I mean, he's already. Have you ever watched him?
Oh yeah.
He's way too jittery. There's no way he's on a normal high. Unless it's the one from the 50s and 60s putting aspirins in his Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
Coca-Cola. For the folks that don't know that, there was a trick to Coca-Cola you could do to get a little buzz. But I digress. I tell our age too much.
Yes.
But this story, man, it's actually, I've watched the trailer on this. It's pretty damn intense. I mean, these ain't little cute, little cuddly bears. This thing's full-grown man size.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you'd kick on. Is I haven't even seen the trailer, but I've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
And this doesn't look like Pooh that we see with the little half shirt and all that.
Right.
This looks like Michael Myers changed masks.
Yeah. Like a Michael Myers, The Hills Have Eyes kind of crossover.
Yeah, something along that lines.
Well, here's the trick of it. They could not, these people that produced it, or the guy's name is Wakefried or something like that. Wakefried that produced this movie is in England. And he had been wanting to do something about Winnie the Pooh all this time, about a horror show, some kind of slasher movie. And he finally got his opening. In 1926, there was a book written by A. Milne, and the guy who illustrated, I think his name was Gilchrist or something like that, did all the drawings.
Right.
And she wrote one of the books, or they wrote one of the books, one of the earliest books, in 1926. And Walt Disney bought all the rights to Winnie the Pooh and stuff like that. But this one was just called like Pooh, Winnie the Pooh and His Adventure or something like that.
Right.
But this book didn't get bought out, into what Disney, the whole culture that Disney
what it turned into.
Yeah. So this book was only allowed in 2022 to actually become public domain, released to the public. So in 2022, it was just open, like it's what do you call it when you go invent something and you have to get a
copyright?
Yeah, copyright. And what's the other thing when you make something? When you invent something?
I don't know. I've
trademark or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I've been drinking.
Yeah. Well, they had to wait for this to elapse.
Yeah.
And so when it elapsed, it became public domain.
Right.
So this guy found out about this book and he jumped on it. And he bought those rights to that book. He had to wait for it to fall through. And then once it fell through, nobody was paying for the trademark anymore. It was open to the public. So he jumped in there and bought it real cheap. And and then he turned it into what he turned it into. It's intense, man, because watch the trailer.
All right.
Patent. That's it. Thanks,
Patent.
Dustin, for
Thank
patent. Had to wait for the patent room. I was looking out.
So I'm going to spoon feed you this, Ed. Is that got anything to do with why the characters don't look like the Pooh Bear that we're used to seeing?
And that you are right there, my friend.
Yay!
This is the thing that happens in the 1926 book. He wasn't in the little short top and bare bottoms and this and that. And I don't even think Tigger was there yet. It was Pooh, Piglet, Rabbit, Owl, like a hoot owl, and Eeyore.
Right.
And they're pissed, He has raised them up, into everything that they are. Their hands, they're cuddly and this and that.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're full grown, man, because when you see the trailer, he's standing above, he's right there eye to eye to Christopher. But like they don't talk a lot. Because they took the vow of silence. But evidently in the trailer, they talked in the beginning, and Pooh talks in the show. At one point, the last thing he says to Christopher Columbus is, "You left." He just says, "You left," and left, or "You left us," or something like that.
For those who will correct us, he meant to say Christopher Robin.
What'd I say?
Christopher Columbus.
I've been drinking, man. Come with some slack.
So, but actually, I find that fascinating.
I know
that. So the dude basically discovered America, and then he went on to write about Winnie the Pooh. I mean, I find that fascinating.
I had a name slip. I apologize. But this thing is an intense thing. Read up on it, man. It is awesome.
I got you.
The reason they don't look like that is because in the original book, like we were talking about at one time, I believe that the storyline was Christopher Robbins invented the characters.
Yeah.
I figured he was alone as a child, so he had his stuffed animals, and I always felt like he took his stuffed animals out to the woods, and just his imagination made them grow.
Right.
Whereas you thought
it was
real little animals that he was feeding.
No, I thought more like, and it's an old fan theory, I thought this was just the writer.
Oh, yeah.
Covering all the 7 deadly sins.
Right. Yeah, that's an interesting little thing there, too, because Kyle found a thing talking about, as you said, fan theory, that the characters in Winnie the Pooh could have been the child's, what do you call them? Sins or something. Gluttony was Pooh.
Right.
What were some of the others?
Piglet was vanity. Shit, I don't know. Y'all
Tigger was vanity.
Yeah, Tigger was vanity.
Yeah, because he always pranced, look at me, look at me.
Right.
Eeyore was sloth.
Right.
Yeah. And
woe is me.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of interesting, man, because, he was I could see why they killed him because of that right there. I was talking about, I'm a bummer, this and that. I'm going to bum down everything. I know we're having a party. Look at that black bear running across here real fast. Let's have a good time. No, it's too much trouble. But there's like a scene in this thing where after they have eaten Eeyore, that Winnie the Pooh actually,
he does.
You've seen it then. Yeah.
I ain't seen the trailer, but I've seen the pictures. Yeah.
Well, there's a point where he gets a hold to Christopher Robbins and pulls him into his little tree hut.
Spoiler alert.
And has him tied to a chair, and he is beating him with Eeyore's tail. So talk about morbid, man. This thing is going to reach inside your soul and pull out every childhood memory you got. It's going to twist it and shit on it, man. It's going to be a good time. I said we get some beers, bring the cocaine bear in, and let's have a party.
There you go. Right. We're on it. We are on it.
But this book is just amazing, man. The premise of it and everything else. It's just like I was talking about. So I just want to go too far here. But it's man, I don't want to spoil it now that you said the spoiler alert thing on the other one. But it is intense. It's gonna be an amazing movie. But I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I was actually told the movie sucks. But everything I'm reading or hearing and listening to you talk, I have no choice but to watch it now.
Yeah. And
probably after this show.
Yeah, you're a way bigger horror watcher than I am.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's going to become a cult classic, I think. I'm going to give it a good thumbs up, and I ain't seen it yet. But I think it's going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, and I'm into the horror shows. I mean, you give me some blood, some guts, a few people get killed. Yeah. I love the little blonde chick in that commercial. Why can't we get in the running car?
Yeah. Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? And then, any good horror show always throws in some titties. So that gives me something to look forward to between the blood and the guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Piglet looks creepy in this little trailer, too.
Yeah.
Because, in his look, he's got the little pink turtleneck sweater looking thing. Well, in this one here, he's got like tusk and stuff like that, and looks a little.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be afraid to. Winnie the Pooh looks like Smokey the Bear on crack. Like some shit just went wrong in his life and he went into meth. But Piglet just looks like he was on the wrong side of the track since birth. Like raised up in dog patch. Like, I don't care.
Right.
I'm a kill.
I'll kill you for the fun of it.
Yeah. But also, like we was talking about, it is going to be like the original book. Disney has the talking Winnie the Pooh. The 1926 book, there wasn't a lot of talking. They can't talk because it's a copyright to the Disney's version of Winnie the Pooh. But in the show, he does talk. I mean, in the very beginning, I think there's talking when the killing first starts, and then they take a vow of silence. So we're never going to speak again, and they don't. So they're just like looking at each other till they understand. You go this way, I'll go that way. So I'm sure there's a lot of pointing at me.
Hey, bitch.
You go that way. But there is going to be some fun sights in there because there is like 4 or 5 girls that end up at a cabin. So it's going to have some Crystal Lake kind of thing to it.
So we probably got titties.
There's going to be some TNA, I'm sure. Chicks at the cabin. Somebody's getting naked early.
Right.
A lot of construction paper, a lot of cutting, a lot of scissoring going on. There's going to be a lot of arts and crafts.
I'm a big fan of scissoring.
Me, myself, I'm not because I don't want to do that.
Well, I don't want to do the scissoring. I want to watch the scissoring.
I'm for that. Speaking of that, let me scissor in here and get a couple of beers. Make one more gesture, see if we don't.
Thank you for the beer, Ed.
I bet to go Eeyore on your ass. Eeyore died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Eeyore did die. That shit's real.
Which leads into something I would like. You brought up death. I think I'd like to mention something.
All right.
And, we just try to have laughs on this show, cut up, carry on, and all that. But I do feel like I need to get serious for a second.
Okay, the serious button just came out.
Yeah. I guess we ought to get us a button. Okay, they're getting serious.
Serious button just came out. It's on the table. It's getting real. I thought he was about to pull something out the side there. It's like, look, I'm about to take one to the neck. Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
Ass.
All right. Well, we try to be funny. We try to have a good time. But the one thing we always try to do is if we tell y'all we're going to do something, we do it.
Yeah.
If we tell you 100 subscribers, somebody ate the bear.
They ate the bear.
If we tell you at 500 subscribers, we're going to do it. We want everybody to know that we said it. We're going to do it. Well, we let everybody down. Because for, like a month, and by we,
what I'm saying.
We promised a live death.
Yeah, that's because we thought you was going to eat it.
So I feel like I have to apologize to everybody who tuned in and everybody who watched the show. I give you a humble apology that Ed did not die.
It did not die.
Next time we promise a live death, we will make sure that Ed dies.
It did suffer about 3 heart attacks during that thing. I just want y'all to point out. And was no longer a fan of the little tiny cute teddy bear.
No, I could tell.
And I have every intentions of hitting on that after we do your weird news tidbits.
I wish I had known that. I would not have gave you that whole long lead in to talk about the bear.
But since we're here,
well, if you want to
we're
wait
gonna
till
talk about
if
that.
you want to wait till after the 10 bits, that's fine.
No,
That just shows the meticulous planning that we put into this show.
We rehearsed it. We didn't rehearse nothing. This is all natural. And nobody's naked. But so we did the teddy bear challenge last week. Or
Yes.
the teddy the challenge. The hot
challenge.
bear,
The hot
nitro
teddy.
challenge. That was the hottest damn thing ever in my life. And I want y'all to know that from the bottom of my heart. I don't know whose idea that was, if it was ours or what, but I hate y'all. That was so hot. And let me tell you the worst part about that. As bad as that was that night, for all y'all that saw me hacking and hawking and coughing and wheezing and all that, it was bad. It was intense heat. Too much. But when we got done that, the next day, I was worried all day because I thought I was going to be in the factory stalls just ripping the walls off the concrete and the tiles off, like, all this. But I had a couple of issues, but it was not that bad. What hurt the old boy was the day after that. The day after that, somebody went up to Taco Bell and got us some breakfast burritos. Let me tell you something about breakfast burritos. You go a couple of days, you think, I'm all right. I survived. Like a soldier, no limit soldier. I went through that. No milk, no drinks, no puking. So we're going to talk about that too in a minute.
And you almost made the full 5 minutes.
I went well over 5 minutes because somebody can't work a timer. I went like 10, 11, 12 minutes on that. That's a 13-minute clip just on the bear itself. 13 minutes I sat up here and painted Aggie. You know what this son of a buck right here did? I'm like, hey, how's it going? This and that. He'd be like, oh, you doing real good. I think you got like 2 minutes left. And just turn around and look at me and go, how you feeling, buddy? These beers are cold. You know, friends of mine at work, people at the door plant, other people I know, people have emailed me saying like, your buddy screwed you over there. Screwed you over real bad. You could have had milk about 4 minutes ago.
But would it have been K&E if I didn't screw you over?
I noticed that in the live chat when I watched it the next day because I could not watch it real good that night. That there were other people on there saying, you should have took the bear with him. And I think you should have. I'm almost tempted to put a challenge out here for 500, but I'm not because I'm not going to put myself through that hell again.
That and there would actually be a live death.
Mm-hmm.
We're not promising a live death for the 500.
No, can't do it. But we are looking for ideas for the 500 subscribers.
Right.
So when we hit 500, we're looking for something to do then.
Right.
I'm saying,
anybody got ideas?
I said we pierce your ear.
I say you kiss my ass.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah,
I
don't want to lose that bet, and I have to do it. I ain't piercing. Ain't no queer in these trunks. I ain't doing that. What time does that say right there? But there was something else I was trying to hit on about that damn live challenge thing. What was it? Okay.
It hurt?
It hurt bad. It hurt real bad.
You cried?
I cried a little, but I did not, like I said, did not drink milk at all that night. And I ended up drinking beer.
Yeah, and I think not drinking the milk right after it, because your buddy saved you and didn't let you have it at the 5 minute mark. I think that kept you from puking. Because we watched a lot of other people do that challenge, and 90% of them ended up puking.
Yeah, they got stuff on their belly and it messed. Oh, right. That's what I was saying. Stuff on your belly. I went through that next day worried that I was going to rip the concrete off the sidewalls in the bathroom stall. I cried a little. There was some crying in there, and there was like a bad hemorrhoid day, and it was intense. Don't get me wrong. But then the day after, when I thought everything was completely good and I was out of the woods and I was safe, I was like born to run again, full of piss and vinegar. Somebody brought breakfast burritos. And what do you eat on breakfast burritos? Hot sauce.
Right.
Well, they didn't have no pecan sauce. Pecan sauce is good, wholesome. It's a national treasure, But so the secretary in our office said, "Well, I got a little hot sauce from Taco Casa." Well, their hot sauce is more intense than pecan sauce. I put that on there, and went all the way through that burrito, and I ate that, and I had 2 of those things on there. I ate that. I was sitting there just having a good time, this and that, and then all of a sudden I went, Throat started chucking up. All that chili extract was still in my belly. And that hot sauce got down in there and intensified that. I went through that whole bear process again 2 days later in the shitter because I was faint. I went really pale. I broke out in a huge sweat. And I was like, ooh, every time I sucked in air, it was intense. I ran away. I went to the bathroom. I was in there like throwing water on my face, licking my hair down with water and everything. It was bad. It was like I was reliving the whole thing over. Full intense heat. Life lesson, y'all. If you do a bear challenge like that, don't screw around and eat some hot sauce 2 days later. You wait a good week. You just milk and donuts. That's all you eat until that week's over. That was bad. That was the wrong thing to do. It was intense, fiery pain.
Live lesson, y'all. Don't do the damn challenge.
Science.
That was bad.
Science, y'all. Read it.
If you didn't see it, go back and rewatch it. But you can tell I really felt bad for him.
Some bitch let me go 5 extra minutes. Well, actually, 8 extra minutes with that thing sitting up here in agony, trying not to puke in her damn trash can. You suck ass as a friend, man.
But yeah, he still comes over every time. All right, well, we've heard all of that.
I think it's time to go on to Kyle's weird ass news.
I agree. Y'all have to forgive me. I have to put on my old man spectacles for the weird ass news.
And we all know that Kyle watches some weird shit when I ain't around.
Right?
Let's hit it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You gonna play your thing?
Well, I am gonna play my thing.
All right, then. We were ad-libbing, y'all. Okay. That had a real creepy vibe to it. I just want you to know it was creepy.
It was a little bit, yeah.
It's scary. We was talking about some weird shit happening on the Winnie the Pooh shows, but
it wasn't quite loud enough. I hope the people could hear it.
I like what you got here.
All right, yeah, this ain't strange or creepy or anything else. This is just 100%. It happened a few days back. I've been hearing about it. Everybody's talking. Amazon don't play, as it says right there. Now, I watched the video, and the short version of it is this. This Amazon driver pulls into a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
There is something going on. in the video, you can see like 7 police cars. Cops are out with guns drawn and all that.
Damn.
This Amazon driver gets out his truck, gets that package underneath his arm, walks right past these cops that have their guns out. Nobody even bothers stopping him. He's heading up to the house. Okay, I got a package to deliver. Finally,
got shit to do, man.
Finally, it gets almost to the house, and one of the cops does come over and say, "Here, I'll take the package." Well, Amazon having to prove that they delivered it. The cop takes the package. He turns around, gets his phone. Okay. Amazon proof of delivery. I mean, apparently Amazon drivers just don't care at all. It's like, I have a package to deliver. Forget the U.S. Postal with this wind, rain, sleet, and snow thing. Nah, the heck with them.
Truck bus. Nothing stops Amazon, man.
That's right. People getting shot, that's all right. I'll walk around them, but I'm delivering my package.
I would have loved it if they'd have tackled him.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, go swat on his ass.
I don't think they could comprehend what he was doing. Because like I said, he walked by like 7 of them.
Oh, man.
Guns drawn.
Well, let's see. Evidently, there's a video of that out there somewhere. Y'all should look that up. It was pretty hilarious.
It was, because that son of a bitch, he was delivering his package.
This stuff is going to happen whether you cops like it or not. But yeah, I'd be. Yeah, I wonder if he even noticed. I mean,
oh yeah, he had to. I mean, like I said, there were 7 cop cars. There's probably 22 cops out there. But now he's delivering that package.
Maybe he's got some cocaine bearing him. Like, I'm just coming through. I'm coming through. I'm delivering.
He's one of them people that I don't give a damn. You know, I got to go to 2213 Cul-de-sac Drive, and y'all can shoot this guy here in a minute, but I got stuff to do.
I wonder if the cop smiled when he took his proof of delivery picture.
I would have.
Well, I get why they take that picture, because like if you call Amazon and say, hey, my package didn't, can you give us proof? People are like taking pictures of their porch with nothing there. They're like, ta-da. There's not shit here. It wasn't delivered.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting. But I'd like to see. I'm gonna have to look up that video. I'm gonna check that out later.
Like I said, that wasn't weird or crazy, but I just thought that Amazon driver deserved a shout out.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm actually very proud of you. This was a good tidbit of information here that wasn't just like makes me go, the hell are you doing, man?
Right. Well, that's the perfect lead-in. I was going to tell you about this wedding that I went to.
Oh, Lord.
But with your lead in there, I'm going to change that. We're going to go to...
I messed it up.
No, you made it better.
We're going into something rough. Oh.
What's that say?
U.S. chess player rejects claims he used sex toy to beat world champion Magnus Carlsen. Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the reaction I was hoping for. Wait, what?
Used a sex toy to be like, was it on a chess piece, or he just reached out and slapped shit down with a dildo?
Well, I had to actually read this article because I was thinking the same thing, Did he replace his queen with a dildo, or what happened? Now get this.
That's a hell of a lead there, bud.
now get this shit. Okay, what they're saying the dude did is used anal beads that somebody with a computer could program. So somebody else is watching them play chess and using a computer to determine what the next move should be. And then vibrating him, I guess, in Morse code, hell if I know, but vibrating him in his asshole with these anal beads to tell him what move to make next.
Are you shitting me?
So...
All right,
just take a second and ponder that one, Ed.
Okay, so we got a chess player who's going for the championship.
Yep.
And for him to make a move, he's got to decide what the other guy's going to do next. He's got to play like 4 or 5 plays ahead.
Right.
So he's got a buddy. He's got anal beads up his ass. And he's like playing a tune, like to the tune of music or something.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit right there. But I guess you did not, disappoint. You went right into some weird shit here, bud.
Well,
you did not hold back.
I'd like to expand on this a little bit.
I would like you to expand a little bit.
It's only been a couple of years ago the Houston Astros got busted for, you remember that?
Yeah.
You bang on the trash can?
Yeah.
And, Eric Crawford says chess can't be that important. So, if every player on the Houston Astros...
What's up, Eric?
I'm going to highlight you, brother, because that's good.
Evidently, there was some kind of prize money to it. I mean...
Well, yeah, this was like world championships. I'm sure, they made more winning that chess match than I'll make in 10 years.
Yeah, winner probably got $15 in a check and a Kia.
Hell yeah. But, back to the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
They got caught because people found out. They just, they figured out the rhythm.
Right.
Bam, bam is a fastball. Bam, 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 it's a curve.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if you just took every player on the Houston Astros, stuck some anal beads in their ass when they got to the ballpark. They could have just played them a tune and told them what damn pitch was coming.
I'm glad I never played for the Astros. If they done that to me to try to get me to learn, I'd just been around. I done look like a tased monkey.
Oh yeah, you're standing up there, you got a bat in your hand, you're ready to hit the, you're waiting on that next pitch, and then all of a sudden your asshole starts going.
How do we have to balk? For those that don't know what balk is, tell them.
It's when the pitcher stops mid motion during a pitch.
Yeah, and then restarts again.
Exactly, balk. But
yeah.
I mean, you could use this in just about any sport.
I would be
Eric Garner, you just stole my next line because I was going to say that was the perfect team, the Astros,
That's pretty wild.
He beat me to the punch.
What's the other tidbit of news up there? I know you got something else up there.
All right. Well, you ever think about getting married?
Been there, done that.
Not your cup of tea.
Yeah. Why do you think I got all them dogs? You can kick a dog and not get in trouble.
No, people, please do not be kicking your dog.
I mean,
Well, this will be a short quickie here.
Uh-huh.
Let me get you to read this one for me. There you go. There's the headline.
Bride dies during wedding. Family replaces her with the little sister. What? It's got to be some green card shit.
No, it's not. It was actually in India.
Oh, well, yeah, that's that arranged crap over there.
Right. And they actually said at one point that, when the chick died, the family of the bride, and I love how it worded it too, although they were sad, they did not want the groom or his family to leave with nothing.
Empty-handed.
So they just marched in little sister and said, hey, I know you've been banging this one, but now you're going to be banging this one for a while. Apparently the groom looked at her and said, sure, I'll bang the little sister.
Yeah, it's a weird country over there, man, because it's like they got that arrangements and stuff like that. So they just like, hey, I'm going to offer you up my daughter. What you got to, I'll give you all this land and this and that.
Right.
And then the guy was probably like, hey, your chick died, man.
Yeah, you've got
all my money and land.
And he's like, no, I got little sister. She's much better looking.
She only 6, but she'll grow. She'll grow. Push your ass in there. You're going.
I think she's German, though. She keeps hollering, 9, 9, 9.
We really should take that one off.
Threw that one in there, didn't
Nice play on words there. We was drunk when we said that one. We're not really doing 9-year-olds. That's what you know that.
No, hell no. That shit ain't happening.
That was a 9 meaning no in German.
They get it.
You don't know. Science, y'all. It's tough.
But yeah, no 9-year-olds around here. If they don't get to at least 13, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
When we was younger, we'd run in packs. My grip I ran with in high school. We had this one guy that always joked around. He'd talk about a girl being too young. And he'd always say, she's old enough to bleed. She's old enough for me.
Right.
Well, we had this one buddy in the group. He said, they're old enough to pee. They're old enough to pee. It's like, hey, dude, that's too young.
Yeah.
Can't even have you playing like that.
Old enough to bleed, old enough to breathe. That's how I always heard it. But no, the K&E Hour does not promote any of that kind of shit whatsoever. I'm not going into the graphics, but
India don't care though.
Let her get if she can't go buy a pack of smokes, don't be hitting that.
Yeah. What else you got to pay? I think we got time for one more.
We got time for one more?
I think we got time for one more.
Well, I think I got one more.
I hope you got something so funny it makes me want to slap your hat off.
It ain't gonna be that funny, but it may make you want to puke.
Okay, that's way different than funny.
Well, no, if you puke, I mean, people was laughing their asses off at you almost puking last week. So, well, we did what, the cock and bull drink or whatever.
The cock and bull drink,
Yeah.
the ginger.
We did that, and I kind of wish we had waited, and maybe done that this week, because it just kind of got pushed to the side real fast so we could get to the bear, which is what everybody came to see.
Right.
So,
and I'll be honest with you, man. I'm not going to lie. I think that little bit of ginger on my belly kind of helped that bear
a
out.
little. So,
Gross drinks. 13 most disgusting drinks ever made. All right.
I'm just going to kind of fly through these, but, you just tell me, would you or would you not try this
All
drink?
right. We need Desiree on here for this one.
We do, because she'd try them. All right. Stag semen beer.
Stag semen beer. So, in other words, that breaks down to American as deer sperm beer.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
And I would say no. That's a hard no. That's a no, hell no.
My only comment on this is this says from New Zealand. Well, not only did they advertise this beer for women, but apparently this company came out
with smoke.
I did not. Apparently this company came out with several beers that were different types of semen, and they advertised them all to women. So, they apparently think, if the chick swallows, she just likes any semen whatsoever.
Okay.
Moving right along. We're going to get through this real quick on
Party
these
on.
10. Baby mice wine. Exactly what it sounds like.
That is dead mice in a bottle of wine. No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
All right. The sour toe cocktail.
What the hell kind? Is that a toe?
That is an actual human toe.
From a
human.
Oh man. Like that's disgusting. No, that's a hard no. Canada, you let me down, Canada. Come on now.
Well, hold on. I will give you this. This is actually served at a like a members only men's club that only select few are allowed into their club.
Wow.
And to get into this club, you have to drink the sour toe cocktail. That is a live, actual mummified human toe that's in the cocktail.
Did you say live, actual?
Yes. Dead, live, dead human toe. And the rules to get into the club, you have to drink the drink and the toe has to touch your lips.
Really?
I don't think you eat the toe because they keep reusing the same toe.
Look at the toenail on that thing.
I know.
It is hideous.
Moving right along.
That's a no.
You're not going to do that even to get into an exclusive
No, it's
club?
Canadian club. They'll apologize for me down it. What did that say up there?
I can't pronounce that.
The Kopi Luwak.
From Indonesia. If you ever taste a cup of coffee and think it tastes like crap, you could be closer than what you think. So basically, these coffee beans have been ground down.
Yeah.
Only the select beans that they think are the best. Then they feed them to the cats. The cats poop the beans out, and they say that gives the beans more flavor and a more erotic flavor, and blah, blah, blah.
So instead of a hint of chocolate, you're getting a hint of turd. Gotcha. Cat turd.
So
big cat, like jaguars and shit.
Yeah. So cat turd coffee, yay or nay?
Absolutely not.
Moving right along.
I ain't seen one I've drank. Well, hang on. Well, nope. That's a hard no.
Dung smoked well testicle beer.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Dung smoke. All right, that's shit smoked well testicles.
Well testicles. And then they crunch it down and turn it into beer.
Yeah, after it's been smoked over a fire of dung. Okay, I mean, we've all had calf fries.
Yeah.
We've all tried calf fries. Man, if I lost a bet, I would.
All right, we got
if
one.
I lost a bet, I would.
We got one yes out of this.
That's better than fucking mummy toe. Shut it. We will edit that out.
Seagull wine.
Seagull wine?
Yeah. Would you drink seagull wine?
Wine. Arctic Circle. I mean, just going off the name, not seeing no picture or nothing, but off the name, I'd probably try it.
Okay, good deal. Well, they take the seagull, they let it die.
Okay.
Then they wait till it kind of gets mushy from being dead. And you smash up the seagull, and then they strain it, and that's what they make the wine with.
Well, that's a no.
You've already said you would.
So. It's a hard no.
Moving along, panda dung tea. I don't think I even have to explain that.
No bear turds.
Okay.
Because I bet pandas do cocaine too.
Cow urine.
Cow urine soda, India.
They say it's very, very popular.
Well, they think the cow's sacred over there.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm a hard no, and I think that's got to be like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I would have to say a hard no on that. But I bet that tastes like a monster. Monster.
Probably,
drink.
yeah.
Isn't it that a Red Bull that's got the bull taurine in it?
Don't start me. Placenta 10,000.
Placenta 10,000. That is the sac around a baby.
Yes. In this case, it's pig baby.
So it's afterbirth.
Yeah.
Well, they make perfume out of afterbirth. I mean, is it like filtered? I mean, is it steamed? Is it sanitized? I'm going.
Well, I mean, it's as sanitized as placenta can get.
I'm gonna say no.
All right, Civet Pooh beer. I have no idea what that is, but it's got Pooh in the name.
A civet's an animal. I know that much.
Right.
Denmark.
Animal crap beer.
No, I'm gonna have to pass it. It's like that Jaguar dung coffee.
Don't even remember. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Kumis.
It's from Central Asia.
I know. If I was in Central Asia and they're like, "Hey, give me a something that's popular around here," there's, "Hey, try a bottle of Kumis," I would probably drink that, just going like, "Hey, this must be okay."
Right.
Looks like a White Russian there, but I'm really scared of what it actually is.
That is horse milk.
That's all that is?
Yeah, horse milk.
Oh, I'll drink shit out some horse milk.
All right. We found 2 out of 13 so far.
Yeah, if it's just horse milk, I'm all for it. Tuna tears.
Tuna tears.
Okay, so y'all made y'all made the tuna cry in South Korea. How do you get a tear from a?
Well, okay, this one kind of went crazy. Apparently in South Korea.
This one went crazy?
Yeah.
The other ones went crazy?
The rest of them have been right in line. This one kind of went a little south on me, though. Apparently, tuna eyeballs are like a delicacy in South Korea.
Okay.
So what they have done for this drink is they take the eyeball and they scrape the outer layer or the cornea off of the eyeball.
Oh, okay. So that's the film of the eye right there.
Exactly.
It's in the drink.
Yes.
Okay.
Tuna tears.
On it there, I have ate a rabbit's eyeball. So I would drink that.
We are up to 3.
I got them balls.
1 more to go. 3 penis liquor. And yes, we got right back into Kyle's weird and sex-covered shit here.
That's a hard no. That's a hard no right there. That's a nope.
You don't even have to hear what it is.
Nope. I think they put 3 penises in it, just slagging it around there. And said, "Drink this." Like, nope. I stir my own shit, my own finger.
That's exactly what it is. It's 3 penises ground up, liquefied, run down, take a drink out of it.
Penises from what?
Like cow, rabbit, and donkey, I think. It was 3 things that have nothing to do with each other.
Yep, that's a hard no on that one too. Okay, so Kyle did not fail. He had some sick, twisted news.
Well, that's what y'all asked for, so that's what I give you. On that line, we've had our hour. I think we've covered everything we promised the people we would cover. You ready to get the hell out of here?
We're ready to get out of here. Go
Appreciate
watch
y'all
Cocaine
coming.
Bear. Go watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
And I've got homework for those who are left watching.
Oh, Lord. Did you just turn this into a school project?
I did. All right. I want anybody watching, especially all our, weekly, every time here. If you'll look right down there, you'll see the link to our Facebook page. Hit the Facebook page. Shoot me 1 or 2 questions that I can add to my Twisted.
Okay, yeah. He needs some new
I'd like to get 10 questions, not articles. I mean, feel free to send me articles. I'll do anything y'all send me, if it ain't stupid. But send us some questions, and I'll compile a list, and me and Ed will sit here and answer your 10 questions. But other than that, that's all I had to say.
Okay.
When you get up tomorrow, make somebody smile.
Let's have a good night after. Go team. Hit that
anything
music.
To say, Ed?
No. You brought me down there. I still need to learn how to dance.
Take lessons. Be better by next Wednesday.
Peace. See y'all next week.
All right.